stand so I don't have my back to folk right now.
It would be nice.
I'm just saying, first I'm from the Bronx and I got Jamaican blood. I don't like people behind me. And a couple more folks are behind me right now. All right, we're gonna be all right. Well, we good. Hi, everybody. Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody look good for, what is this, Tuesday? All right. Turn up. All right, we like that. So, first and foremost, I just want to say I'm proud of you for being here. We're showing everybody that we're not just going to pack stuff out because there's sneakers happening. We're not just showing up because the hottest song just dropped. We're showing up because we're trying to make money for our communities. We're trying to build our communities. We're trying to demonstrate the beauty of our communities. And first and foremost, give yourselves a round of applause for being here and what you're going to be doing. Multiple politicians out here right now, right? So first, before we keep going, my understanding, the Schaumburg family is here. All right. And so we obviously know here in Harlem when we see the Schaumburg name, but the Arturo Schaumburg Senior Center is in our district in the Bronx. All right. So we just want to make sure folks understand the connection and our gratitude for what your family continues to do and our appreciation. Second, can we show love to B2 Harlem for letting us Jordan and Raphael, the entire team that's pulled this all together. I see out of the corner of my eye, that good suit. Woo! Look at that tie, baby. Look at that tie.
Best dressed guy in all.
Oh my goodness, right here. State Senator Brian Benjamin. Let's put our hands together.
Yes.
Oh wait, is that serious? It's my turn? No, we always ready to speak.
See. These Harlem cats always ready to go right now. So, I had to make my own living and my own opportunity, but I made it. Don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Madam C.J. Walker. I want us to understand that this is not a website we're talking about. This is a pathway to opportunity. This is a pathway to help change the game for generations upon generations. It's us understanding that when we are empowering Harlem, you're empowering all of New York, you're empowering this country, empowering the world. There are great things that happen here when you recognize that unemployment among the young people in Harlem is around that 50% threshold. We have more we need to do. When you understand that citywide, only 4.6% of the contracts, 4.7 give or take, are going to MWBEs. It's a problem because we all understand when we're talking about minority women-owned businesses, sometimes we want to lump them all together. And we're not actually talking about how many are actually going to minority-owned businesses, right, itself. And let's get even deeper. What's happening, not just for prime contracts and for the subs and the sub-subs, all different aspects, And we want to talk about construction deals, yes. But we also want to say what's happening as it comes to professional services and finance and architects and all the different aspects that are happening right there. So when we talk about Higher Harlem, again, it is not just about what's happening on a website and you sitting down that way. It's about changing the game. It's about changing the paradigm of what has to happen. It's us understanding that there's an economic necessity. John Hope Bryant, who runs Operation Hope, says this all the time. We are no longer having conversations just about civil rights. We got to talk about civil rights. We got to make the economic case for moving things forward. People are not just going to give us anything. We already knew that. We didn't need Trump in the White House to make that plan. Well, it's what Lyndon Johnson said after Kennedy was assassinated and the riots and the protests began. It said, what did you expect to happen when you kept your foot on their necks and their backs for 300 years? things change because of minority and women-owned businesses getting opportunities. That's why the main thing that I have focused on in my 3 years in the Assembly has been MWB issues. We're real clear. We have a vision in the South Bronx that goes across the city. It's called 3-2-1. 3 E's: economic development, education, and equity. 2 paths: stronger minority and women-owned businesses so that people can have paths to economic opportunity, and making sure we have a career-oriented education system so that someone has the chance to go to school and graduate from school. Because what's the point of you going to school if you can't graduate and get a job? And then make sure you move the needle from there. Right? How do you transform what's going on, not just in the South Bronx, but all of our communities for economic opportunity? You want for these young cats to have a chance that are standing on the corner right now, get them a job. That's how you move the needle. That's how you can change the game. Because that young brother and young sister that's on the corner, they're a genius. Because if they're off by a decimal point, they're dead. But we just got to give them the opportunity. And that means we have to open up doors for everyone. And that means that you will find opportunities on Higher Harlem that someone else may not see. And what you can't do is just hold it for yourself. You got to open up the door for everyone else to get these opportunities and change the game in that way. We had the chance to bring in the American Entrepreneurship Award to our district. We're the 2nd place in the country. Miami was the first for a 10-year, $500,000 commitment for entrepreneurs. And that came because George Legathotis saw what we were trying to build, and he talked about how frustrated he was when he grew up in Greece. But he said he was around someone named Maurice Owens. Mo Owens was in the White House when I was at the White House. He worked in the Situation Room. And Mo was talking to him about how we got to build and how we got to move. And George said he was angry that people were still being treated this way. So he made this investment and made the investment to say, you know what, we want to change the game for these entrepreneurs in this community. And what happened? It led to a company called Jinjan, a West African-based company that's been doing work in Harlem and in the Bronx, that was just out at the Go Africa Festival this past weekend, getting access to capital they didn't have before, being one of the national winners for this award. Now they're expanding their businesses and helping more people to get jobs in the community right now because someone believed in them. It's like I say to the team all the time. Dom and everyone hears me say this all the time. We have a rule, it's called the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So if you put in that work, things can change. If you give people opportunities, things can change. And that's all we're saying is that we need the opportunity. Zip code should not deny your destiny. Your block should not block your blessing. So that's why we're here right now. And so we support what's happening with Higher Harlem. We are consistent. We are engaged. We believe in this. That's the reason why we made a conversation happen with Jordan about the next site is going to be Higher the Bronx. And we've already made that conversation happen. I'm not making this up. We talked about this already because we got to be connected on this. The reality, I'm so sick and tired of this foolishness about Soha, whatever these other people are talking about. Like, the reality, it's like when people coming up talking about the piano, it's not the damn piano, it's the South Bronx. Let's be clear about what this is, right? But it's the understanding that we're not just the home of hip-hop and doo-wop and salsa and Yankees, we're also the home of geniuses, right? And it's the understanding that here in Harlem is the home of geniuses as well. So we believe in this. We'll be investing in this. We'll be amplifying this. But we just want you to know that we have your back. We believe in you. And this is just the next step of what we're trying to do. So before I end this, I want to turn this over to a brother that is a remarkable leader. And I could say this. I can brag about him, right? You know, when you understand that you're serious about the work, the way Brian Benjamin is. First few conversations I had with Brian was talking about Genesis companies and what are we going to do to get people mobilized in the community. Was talking about CB10, yeah, right, and how they being